Hey, this is Eddie from Newman Series. Thanks for joining me. Now today I want to talk about dating apps because they have their pitfalls, but they can also have their positives too. And usually just by sort of spotting some of these pitfalls and just removing those, it can have like a big effect. In as much as like doing positive things, one of the key things is just removing those negatives. So one of the key things to remember is that these apps run on algorithms. So it's no different to YouTube and Facebook and other social platforms like that. Dating apps use the same thing. And what they want to do is reward positive engagement and then reduce the amount of bot-like behavior going on. So what do I mean by being bot-like? What I don't mean is that the app is trying to judge you based on your looks, or how you filled out your job. It's not looking to give you points based on how you filled that out. It's not looking to sort of manifest some image of like a perfect man or something like that. It's definitely not doing that. It is rewarding you based on how you engage with the other customers, and also because of that, how they respond to you. So a great first message is going to be absolutely key for the app to be not judging you as bot-like. And then when you're getting responses as well, again, your tally will go up. There's no doubt about that. Another key thing is that it doesn't want you to mass swipe right and then not respond. Because you could be thinking, well, I want to swipe to as many girls that I like, and then after that, I can sift through the ones that I'm interested in and those that I'm not. And because I've hit like, I'm sure I'll get in front of the women that I have swiped right to. Well, that's not specifically true, because the app is looking not just at how you swipe, but the kind of behavior of your swiping. So sort of how you've been kind of interacting previously on the app. It's using that, so it will measure how you swipe beforehand and then after the fact as well. So putting out a great first message is key. That gets women to respond to you. Now I've got a video on that, but I just want to say this. That when you've got the phone in front of you, it can feel like there's an obstacle between you and the person. But remember, on her profile, she has pictures and sometimes text as well. And there's no reason why you can't bring those images or something that's already happened, you can't bring it into the present. And make it a conversation that she's having in her head at this moment. And with things that have happened, with photos, there's actions going on, there's actions that she's involved with and things that are going on around her as well. So have a little think about that. Lots of women post pictures with them at a famous landmark after that. So it could be, what did you do straight after that? Did you have a little glass of wine overlooking that vista? Or did it take you long to get up the mountain there? If she's poolside, it could be, did you swim a few lengths before you took a picture there? So you can comment on actions as if they're going on at the moment, or at least as if there's something that you're kind of interested in right now. Another key thing to make sure that you're not judged as bot-like is going to be your photo. And so to be treated as bot-like, it's going to be a photo that you've not really thought about. What the algorithm wants to be able to see is a clear image of yourself with not too much going on, so it's really visible as to who you are. So you're not in a photo with lots of other people. Also, it's not been aggressively cropped because it wants to judge you as a positive prospect who's thought about the photo. So you've taken the image specifically for the app. So make it a passport photo. So what do I mean by that? Well, how I'm looking at you now, it's head and shoulders, it's in focus, as passport photos have to be. It's uncluttered, as we spoke about before. There's not lots going on. It can tell who you are as well, and it's not aggressively cropped. So those are going to be key things, and by doing that again, as well as great first message, it's going to move you up that tally and how the algorithm sees you. And by not over swiping as well, not over swiping right, it's going to judge you as a prospect that talks to all the people that you match with, that you're sort of ready to engage with. You do talk to them directly. So you might be thinking to yourself, well, that's great, but there might be situations where I could be interested in a woman, and that's great. Like, so you can sort of talk to them and things can kind of flow from there. So with our previous conversation, you could pick up on something that she's doing, and then you could bring yourself into it, the kind of actions that you would bring to the situation. But there could be other scenarios as well where it's a woman that you match with, but you decide that you're not interested, but it's still key to engage with them. But you just want to do it in a socially intelligent way. You do want to sort of be direct and say, I've really enjoyed talking to you, but I'm talking to another woman, and we're further on down the line of conversation, and I really want to see where it goes, but I have enjoyed talking to you. I hope that's okay. So what you've done is you've still engaged, and you've created a great back and forth. So the app still sees you as a really positive user, but you're not just mass swiping right then immediately deleting them. And for that woman as well, she's been engaged in a cool conversation, but you've been really honest about it, that you're talking to another woman and just things that are sort of flowing really well and you want to see where things go. So she's not going to judge you really harshly on that, and there's no problem with that. So use those tips and tactics, and happy swiping in future, and good luck with everything. And also check out some more videos and come on over to New Man Series as well. See ya.